Hey guys, as you know, it is September, and September is Suicide Awareness Month. And each week, we've been making a little bit of a statement about that. And I wanted to just come on the air. It's my turn, and this is Eric, by the way. So I had known this was coming. I had thought of a million and one different ways that this could go, and I found myself at a spot a couple of years ago that was as low as I've ever been in my entire life. And the gamut of thoughts that I had that involved all of those things that you would think are imaginable when you get to the spot where you have absolutely zero hope, I had to the point of a plan. And I thought about maybe I was going to just outlay that and talk about that period of darkness and where that took me and what I was thinking and really lay it out for you to show you what the turnaround was. But I had a moment of clarity, and I had talked to the kids before we got on the air, and I said, "Look, I'm going to say some stuff that's really difficult to hear, but I think if we're going to do it, this is the time. This is the month to do it." And right before we went on the air, I had a moment of epiphany, and it clicked. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to tell that story. I'm just not going to tell that story because that's not where it ended. And it was the lowest moment of my entire life. And now it's not. Now I'm at the absolute, and I may not sound like it as I'm crying a little bit, but what I'll tell you is I'm at the absolute happiest place I've ever been in my life. And I wouldn't have gotten here if I'd quit. All I'm saying is the best of everything you want in your life is ahead of you. No matter what you have behind you, no matter what you have right now, it can get better. And it will get better. But it's got to start with that thought. The thought of, this is not how this ends. You are destined for more than you'll ever imagine. And you're going to find it out someday. It may not feel like today. It may not feel like tomorrow. But you will find it out. And when you find it out, you'll know. And you'll have that moment that I'm having right now, where you look back where you were, and you thank God or whatever else it is that you are thankful for, that you're not there anymore. You have friends, even if you don't think it. You have support, even if it doesn't feel it. And the arms of God are always open. You always have somewhere to go. So no matter what you're thinking now or what you've thought in the past or where you're at, this is not how it ends. You get to control your destiny. And I implore you to do that. Now, if you get in a spot and you feel like you're not where you want to be and you need to talk to somebody, there's help that's available. Now, because I'm as freaking emotional as I am, I can't remember the number right now. So Adam or Atlas.
988.
Thank you. So 988. You can call it. You can text it. And there's somebody that will be there to help.
24/7.
24/7 English. Atlas, I think you even said Spanish.
Espanol.
Thank you. They are there for us. And just know that this will be a day. If you're there and it's that dark for you, or you find yourself in a spot where it feels that dark for you, this is not how it ends. You can control this and you can get where you want to go. I've lived it. And I know you can do the same.
Hey guys, with that opening, I just want to remind that number is 988. Anytime. Now, I think we've got a
I
pretty
got
good
demoted, guys. I'm gonna say it. I'm not the elephant in the room. I got demoted. I'm not on the board, and I didn't get to say, "Hey, oxidizers, I'm here in the corner," and I'm very sad about it. Very sad about it.
We thought if there was any show that Atlas should not be on the board, it would be this one.
Because I'm a woman, and we hate women.
It
on
has
this
nothing to
podcast.
do with
That
your
is
woman.
not true. And,
Those
and
are
the
not-
other thing I told everybody before we got started is, hey, look, as we go into our PSA announcements for Suicide Awareness Month, it's going to get deep, and I'm going to get real, and I'm going to get raw, and that's what I did, and I feel very good about it. But I also know that Atlas, being Atlas, would have muted me probably halfway through.
I wouldn't.
in
Not when it's
order-
about serious stuff.
In order to protect all of our listeners from being in that spot and being like, God, I really could have needed what Eric was going to say, but Atlas muted him. So here we are. We're back.
The
It
fan.
is,
Sorry. Continue.
it is September 26th, right? So we can date this thing because that's what we do.
9:22 in the PM.
9:22 p.m. on 9/26. That's when we're recording. Atlas is yet to hit the start button.
Shoot.
So now we have. So
Now we've started, guys.
here we go. We're
Welcome to
back.
the podcast.
oXidiZe is here. Hey, hopefully you guys listened last week. We had a bit of a change, Adam. Did we?
We
not?
did.
So tell us a little bit about Boys Night, and we're going to talk about what we've got coming up here in future months.
Well, so I was sitting around one day, and I was on a Discord call with some of my buddies, and we were sitting there talking, and I was like, "Hey, this is really cool. We all like video games. We all like movies. You want to sit down and do a podcast on the show sometime?" And they were like, "Yeah, we'd be down if it ever works out. We'll do it." So last week, I kind of mentioned it briefly, but Dad and Atlas said, "Hey, we got a lot going on. We kind of just need a break." And I was like, "Well, I still got steam left going." So I gathered the boys, Blake, Evan, Connor, and Ryan, and got them all sat down, and it was a fun time. I think it was a very good show, very movie and video game heavy, which in a show that I solely quote unquote produce, what do you expect? But in the coming months, I think we're going to have a little bit of a change, at least for a while. The last month, or the last show of every month.
Show of every month. So I think the way that we've kind of got this thing planned out, and I think it'll work well, is we're going to do 3 oXidiZe shows and then an individual show. So Adam had Boys Night. I will be back at the end of October, in the last week of October, mid to last week of October, and I have a show that's going to be coming out called Cocktails and Conversations, and that will be with me and a very recurring guest from season 1. It's just going to be a sit down with me and Natalie, little husband and wife conversation about things that are going on pre-election. There's going to be all kinds of stuff that we get into, and don't even know what direction that's going to head, but it'll be fun. It'll just be us. So that's going to be coming at the end of October, and then at the end of November, it's going to be Alice's turn for her foray into
I have
the
nothing planned.
self
Literally
podcast.
nothing. I have nothing planned.
Well, it's a good thing you got 2 months to figure it out. Now, you did mention in the group chat that you had an idea.
But I don't want to do it alone. That would be really sad. But
You don't have to do it alone.
I don't want to I would invite Jeremiah, but he gets scared by that stuff.
You don't have to do it alone.
You don't have to do it alone.
You would run the show. You would have the topic. If you chose to have us on, we would be here. But
I would be
No, I hate you guys, actually.
Okay, good.
So
Okay.
Perfect. So anyway, you've got 2 months to
One-
figure it out, but it's
one-
coming.
One thing that I can maybe suggest, because it seemed to be that you and this guest clicked very specifically on this topic, maybe reach out to Leah and see if she would want to be a guest on your true crime show.
Maybe. Or I might not even do a true crime show. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Well,
I'm not
you got-
creative.
Like I said, you got 2 months to get it figured out, and we're very confident that you're going to get it together and that you'll figure it out. So
We also need to mention the other elephant in the room, the one in the opposite corner. So
hold on, I'm literally looking in Studio X, and it's totally dark. Other than our brand new 75-inch TV and fully fixed wall, courtesy of CRST, the installation company of Best Buy, who did come through and took care of business. So thank you, CRST.
TCB.
Screw you, Best Buy. We're done. We're never coming back to you. This is just us speaking. You don't have to do this yourself, but we've ditched that entire company. However, the wall is fixed. Atlas, where were you going with that? I'm pretty sure it wasn't there.
I low-key, oh yeah. So, okay, right? So Adam did this cute little thing where he made art for...
Well, hold on.
Well, Adam didn't make the art.
I didn't make the art.
No,
and
I'm
you...
not talking about that. I'm not talking about that, guys. Let me finish my gosh dang women in the workplace. God. Anyways, Adam made art for his podcast episode with his friends.
Oh, God.
But there was one major typo.
Oh, it's awful.
As you know, it's a running joke that Adam likes to say XY instead of XZ. And the dude put XY in the art for the podcast episode. And we are still waiting for him to fix it.
And it's still there.
Here's the issue.
I didn't notice. Dad didn't notice. And he said, shouldn't it be XZ? And I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, Dad noticed.
Here's the issue,
you
though.
guys were going on and on about, oh, this is great. I love it. I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on. I would like to interject and say, at this point, for me to do that, I have to take the show down and repost it. I can't just change it on the fly.
Leave it as XY, then.
I'll leave it as XY, and then in the next boys' night, come December, maybe, it'll be XZ.
Yes. All right. So
but
let's get that.
Speaking of quote unquote, I guess expanding, and Dad kind of mentioned a little bit, I want to give a shout out. Top of the show, which we don't normally do, but I'm gonna do it. Shout out to one Lexy McGrath, who we have hired, I guess, to draw some artwork. What that means is that coming very soon, these shows that you get on Spotify are now going to be on YouTube. Finally, what, now 7 months after we've started doing this show and saying we're going to do it, the only thing currently up there is one single episode of the Eric and Adam show, which we hope to have more episodes in the future. But oXidiZe will be going on YouTube very shortly, whether it's all of the episodes or we just start where we're at now. We've not decided or even really talked about it, but yeah, look out for that. And thank you, Lexy, for the artwork that you provided for us and hopefully provide for us in the future.
So Lexy has now given us, I believe it's four pieces of art that we have, and for the show and guests and all of that, and they are all outstanding. So Lexy, I hope you're listening. If so, from all of us at oXidiZe and XY Studios, kidding, it's XZ Studios, Adam. And this is why we mute her. So it's good to be back at the board. But Lexy, for real, that is beautiful stuff. Thank you very much, and excited to see what else you can do for us. So
I would also like to mention, up until a week and a half ago, Lexy had not listened to a single episode of the show. And she was like, you know what? Leo's on again. I'm going to listen. So then she listened to all 18 episodes in the span of about a week.
So she caught up.
And then she caught up and then decided to draw us artwork for the show because she had heard our cry for help. She is now a fan of the show. She is a friend of the show.
All right. So you know what happens next.
I think at this point, she's also an honorary future guest, definitely. Maybe even an honorary member of the team.
Honorary cast member?
Maybe not cast member, but definitely a member of the production team.
All right.
That would technically be a crew member.
She could very possibly be part of XZ Studios. Yeah. I can see that happening.
Or XY Studios, whichever you prefer.
Depends on the week.
Whichever you want.
Depends on the week. Depends on the show.
Depends what Adam forgets what generation he's part of. So,
What XZ is just, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with it, bro. All right.
No, I did.
So, rough intro. Then we got going. We've said thanks to Lexy. What else do we need to hit out of the gate before we really kind of get this wrapping?
Nothing else, but I do want to go on a really, really rant.
A really
Okay.
rant?
Rant.
Rant it up, kid.
Okay, so as you know, we are football fans in this house, and we're fans of the Cleveland Browns, right? Oh, my
Speak
God,
for
I hate our
yourself.
quarterback. And our quarterback
so
is one Deshaun Watson, who not only sucks booty at football, but also has a record-breaking, I think like 25 sexual assault allegations against him.
He's pretty great.
What did you say?
He's pretty great.
He's not great, guys.
He's not great. He
So
sucks.
not only does he suck at football, he's also a trash human being, and he is getting paid $260 million. That's how much his contract is worth for what? For no reason. And he doesn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here's the thing, right? Right? I was watching the game on Sunday, and he ran like every other play, right? Which is fine, but like. There were so many of his like players that were open, so open, like I've never been more open in their whole entire life. And I hate him. I don't like him.
So that was a little disconjointed. What I can tell you as a lifelong Cleveland Browns fan is Deshaun Watson is possibly on the borderline cusp of being the worst quarterback I've ever seen as a professional, who has been paid $260 million.
Who is the
guaranteed.
worst?
Johnny Manziel would be the worst Cleveland Browns quarterback in history. Now, unfortunately, he looks just like Adam. And when Adam does the Money Manziel, do the yeah, my boy, you look just like him. So if you know Johnny Manziel and you think Johnny Manziel's cute, you might want to be checking out Adam.
Sounds
Okay.
crazy.
Cincinnati.
We
This
need an
is-
Adam dating show.
Adam's a good looking.
We
dude.
don't need an Adam dating show.
Maybe
you know,
that's what we just became.
hold on. I think I would
I
just
think we
like to say one quote from last week's show, which I still think about and laugh at
What?
as if it was so long ago.
Did I
the-
say it?
Huh?
No, you weren't on last week's show.
You weren't on
Tori.
last week.
Oh my god. guys,
Evans-
guys.
Evan's closing line, the last thing he says on the show is, oh gosh, I can't even remember the full thing he says. Essentially, it's along the lines of, "Hey, reach out, especially if you're female." Bro,
Yeah, well, I think the Johnny Manziel is going to help you
I doubt it.
because he's got good looks. He's
Does Johnny
very
even play football
athletic.
anymore?
But he's an abusive
No,
POS.
He's not. He was one time abusive. Adam is not abusive, by the way. Adam has the looks. He's got the bankroll of Johnny Manziel and the athletic ability
No, he does not.
of Johnny Manziel.
No.
Two of those are false.
So you figure out which ones.
Two of those are
But-
false.
It's not the good looks. I'll tell you that. So it's
Dude,
one of the
two
odds.
lies and a truth.
Two,
Yeah,
two,
that is
two lies and a truth.
Oh my god, that'd be a fun game. We got to do that.
We do.
Let's do it right now.
Right now,
Two lies
or
and a
we should
truth.
do two truths and a lie.
Let's do this for each other. We're gonna do 2 lies and a truth
two lies and a
about
truth.
our lives that neither of us know at this point, and we're gonna see which one is the truth. What do you think?
Got it.
What?
Let's do
lies
it.
and a truth.
I love this unscripted type stuff. This is what the
Okay,
show's all about.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
2 lies, 1 truth. Y'all got to figure out which one was the truth. Okay.
Okay.
And I got to think about it because I often talk a lot, as most people that
Often?
listen to this show
You
know.
do. Yap, yap.
Shut your mouth.
He's got a PhD in yapology. Over
You're
here.
a yapatologist, so shut your mouth. All right. So here's the thing. I got to be careful how I do this because they're probably going to know. All right. I have had a metric F ton of jobs in my life. It's just a fact. I've had a ton of jobs. Now, for the last 27, I've had one specific job, which I happen to be very, very good at and has treated me very well. However, before that, it was a complete S show. So here's what we're gonna do, kids. I'm gonna give you 3 jobs. 2 of them are not true. 1 of them is true.
Okay.
and you have to tell me which one it is.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Job number 1. I was a frog gigger at a pond that sourced frogs for frog legs.
What does that do? What is that?
Well, you get a
It sources
spear.
frogs for frog legs to eat them.
You get a spear, you sit on the side of a
I
pond,
got it,
and
got
you
it.
jab frogs, and then you get a big collection of them, and you take them to a place in Clarksville called Chiefs Lake or something like that, and you give it to them, and they cut them up, and they do the frog leg. So that's number 1. That could be possibly a job that
I don't like the
I
fact that you
had.
called specifically out Clarksville. That makes it a little more real, and specifically Chiefs Lake, which, fun fact, Dad, does not exist anymore.
Oh,
They were bought. I think it's called like Lakeside Grill or something.
yeah. Well, I'm talking old school job. All right. Here's the second one that it could have been. I worked at an amusement park, and it was called Kings Island, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio, on the northeast side of Cincy. If you've not been to there,
Kings Mills.
you need to go to Kings Island. It's a phenomenal park. And when I was at Kings Island, my job specifically was to reload the goldfish in the ring toss game. So you would throw a ring and it would land around a pop bottle and you would win a goldfish. And then you would see people carrying around goldfish around Kings Island for the rest of the day because they decided to let's go to the amusement park and win a goldfish and then go try to ride this big roller coaster. So my job was to go in and actually refresh the fish in the ring toss. So that's number 2.
Mhm.
The third job that I had was I worked for a baseball card company, and we had a rectangle table, and on this rectangle table there were pile after pile after pile after pile after pile of baseball cards, and they would give you an empty baseball card box, and you would go through and you would pick up a card, and you would take one step down and you'd pick up a card, and you'd take one step down and you'd pick up a card. And you would go all the way around this multitude of tables until you filled this baseball box.
We're doing 2 lies and a truth.
So,
Two lies and a truth. Is that what we're
of
doing?
the 3
Yes.
jobs we just talked,
That one. The
2
last
of them
one. The last one. The baseball
are
card one is right.
false.
The baseball card
One
one
of
is right.
them is true.
The baseball card one is right.
Wait your turn.
The baseball card one.
Now, you each get to choose which one of those was correct. Atlas, I'll let you go first
The
because I
baseball card
think
one
you
is
have your
correct.
own idea.
The baseball card one.
All right. Adam, what about you?
Okay. So, for those who are fans of the show, I don't think we've ever talked about this. My mother and my father here, Mr. Eric, met while working at Kings Island. They both worked for Kings Island. The fact that he worked for the company is a true statement. But I'm fairly certain you never worked in games. I know you got fired for one thing, and I think that was your second job you had there. Because I think the first one you was when the trams were still operating. You were either a tram driver or you were the guy on the tram talking.
Yeah, we did both.
No, you did both? Okay.
Yeah.
I know you did that, and then I know you got fired because you made a bunch of people gold passes because there was a massive rainstorm and you were all trapped in that little building for so long, so you made a bunch of people free gold passes.
I was trying to help my folks,
And then you got fired for that.
potentially.
I don't think you ever worked in
Allegedly.
games, allegedly. I don't think you ever worked in games because I feel like I would have known that. Because I also know all of Mom's jobs that she had there. I feel like this would have been a conversation we had. So I know that one's false. You called out Chiefs Lake specifically, like you had a memory of it. I want to say the frog one
Frog
Is-
gigging is
is-
correct.
is my answer. Because that's...
Okay.
No.
Atlas,
No.
what did
Baseball
you think is
cards.
correct?
Baseball cards.
You can't change your answer, Adam.
No, I'm
I'm not
changing my
saying-
answer because he
I
called
said
out...
baseball
he-
cards.
I'm saying baseball cards because he called out Chiefs Lake, knowing my man's is a top-notch gaslighter right here.
Why are you thinking so deep into this, Adam? It's really
Bro, you got to
not.
big brain these games, man.
And he did big brain the game, and he is correct.
So I'm
We're
literally also
correct.
correct.
We are correct.
Walked around tables.
So I've
and
literally
filled a
known that
box
because
with
Natalie literally
baseball
told me about it.
cards in a row with other people, and we filled baseball cards, and that was my literal day job for a period of time.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. That's what I would call it. All right. Who is next? Adam, Atlas. Which one's going to go first on the 2 lies, 1 truth? Let's go.
I can go.
All right.
I have to think. No, let Atlas
This
go.
could take
I'll
a while.
think.
No,
I'll
I
think.
can't. I'm still thinking too. That's my thing. I'm still thinking.
I
Bro, gosh, bro, gosh.
I can go.
gosh, bro.
I can go then.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. My first thing, I have spent more than $300 on a game called Destiny 2. I can play, not well, but I can play 6 instruments. And I immediately forgot my last thing. I have seen Fight Club.
Okay, well, that one's a lie. You've never seen Fight Club.
If one of them was going to be I have a quiet chair, that would have been an easy lie. Because as you thought about every one of those, we all heard the chair. So we know it's not the chair. Atlas, now you said it's not Fight Club very confidently. Why would you have said that?
Because it's so not specific. It's so unspecific, and I know he hasn't seen it because he doesn't see any.
When you
movies.
say not specific, I mean that was a pretty specific freaking statement. I have not seen Fight Club.
I've not seen Fight Club. Or he said I've seen it.
You said you have seen it?
Yeah. No, I said I've not seen it. Or
He
wait.
said he's not.
You said you've seen it.
Lie. Never mind. He doesn't know what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Lie number
dude. That's
one.
what I'm
Alice is
saying.
correct. So now we're down to. What are the other two? We're down to.
I've spent more than $300 on a game called Destiny 2, and I can play 6 instruments. Not well, but I can play them.
So it's got to be the $300 on Destiny 2. Because you're a musical. You're a musical dude. So I believe that you can play at least 6 instruments.
So
But I
you're
don't
saying
think
that's
you've
the
done-
truth?
No, I'm saying, yeah, that's the truth. The instrument is the truth in my world.
Okay.
Atlas, what do you say?
The truth. I'm saying the truth is Destiny 2.
And?
What? What do you mean? And?
No,
Oh, him.
And
Dad,
Adam
you
knows.
are correct.
Hey.
I can play 6 instruments. Like I said, not well. I can play drums well. I can play piano okay. I learned how to play saxophone. I learned how to play trumpet, trombone, and then I can barely play bass guitar and normal guitar.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
You did it.
I have mine.
All right. So,
Okay.
so far, it is Atlas's turn. Now,
And
when
to
it
be
was
fair,
me,
I only
go
spent like $260 on Destiny, not $300.
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
restores your coolness. So with me, you both got it right, but Adam would have got it wrong, but he just followed Atlas's lead.
That's not even true.
Okay, so
You
can we
would've-
hurry up with mine because my phone's almost dead.
We're doing
Go.
a recovery. Then Adam, we both got it. Actually, I got it correct. Atlas failed. Now it's Atlas's turn, whose phone is dying, which apparently is important because she doesn't know her own lies. Or
I had to
truth
write it
without a
down.
phone.
I had to write it down.
Okay, go.
So Atlas can't
Okay.
win,
Atlas cannot win. That's correct.
but
Okay.
you and I can either
It's a
tie
battle
or
between
I
me and
beat
you.
you.
You're right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, so can you guys not yet? Okay. Number 1. I've had a crush on the robot from Portal before.
Wait, which robot?
The one robot, you know.
GLaDOS
Oh,
or
man.
Wheatley?
Wheatley. We got another one. I've had a conversation with a Hamilton cast member before. And then we have, I can name all of the Kardashian siblings. Which one is the truth?
Wow, this is tough, Adam. This is difficult, bro. This is difficult because all 3 are within the dork forest of Atlas's world.
This is true.
Um,
I'm gonna say you didn't know his name. Oh, but you knew. No, hold on. Okay. You guys went and saw Hamilton, correct?
Correct.
Now,
Okay.
I took her to see it, so I
And-
know the answer to this. If it is based off of our trip, I know the answer.
Might be.
The answer is no. She
Okay.
did not when she was with us. Just to keep it interesting.
I've still
Now,
not
did she
seen
go
Hamilton.
another time? I don't know. She may have seen it once with her mother, and I don't know how that happened.
I've still not seen Hamilton. I know you were going to take me, but then COVID messed that up.
Yeah, COVID did. So we'll get back to that. We do need to do it. It's outstanding. All right, well, let's get back to Atlas's 3 things here. So we've got Atlas refreshes. You had
Hamilton's not
I've
true.
had
talk to Hamilton.
Crush on Robot from Portal. I've talked to a Hamilton cast member before, and I can name all of the Kardashian siblings. Plus the Jenners.
Okay,
Jenners.
plush the
I
Jenners.
still think it's going to be the Hamilton cast member that she talked to. I do. In my opinion, I would imagine that she's seen it twice now. She probably saw it with her mother. Her mother is a little more outgoing and friendly
That is not true.
than I
That-
am.
You are so much more outgoing than mom.
Well, only on IndyCar stuff.
I would just
If
like
it's
to
an
mention,
IndyCar
Dad,
driver, I'm all over it.
if she had a crush on Wheatley, this is what Wheatley looks like.
But he's
Yeah.
British. But he's British. But he's
He is British, and he's played by Stephen Merchant.
But he's British.
Okay, thank you for the British. 7 British.
British, but he's British.
He's so
He's
British. So
Okay, which one
Also,
is the
J.K. Simmons
truth?
is in that game, which is nuts.
Crazy.
Portal
So
2.
which one is the truth?
So that's what I'm going to go with. My truth is that she's talked to a Hamilton cast member. That's my truth.
My truth is the Wheatley one, because that just seems like something that you would.
Okay. The answer is Dad was correct.
Oh,
Who'd you talk
I'll
to?
tell you the story. Hold on. Okay.
Can you? So you cannot
I
name
gotta
all of
explain
the
all of them.
Kardashians?
I gotta explain all 3 of them, right? First one, my
All the
friend
Kardashians.
Kara. My friend Kara's good friend had a crush on Wheatley, and she told me about it, and I was like, yikes, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. And then I cannot name all of the Kardashians. I can name a good amount of them, but not all of them. And then
Try right now.
Kendall Jenner, Kris Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner / Bruce.
Chris is the mother, so
Kris Jenner.
that doesn't.
Still
Chris
a
does not
Kardashian
count.
and Jenner.
Not you said a
Um,
sibling.
Whatever.
Name 3 Kardashians.
Oh
You're
my
just
god.
naming
Oh my
the
god.
Jenners.
Caitlyn Jenner.
That's not a Kardashian. Give me
Literally
Name the
she
Kardashians.
is.
with the last name of Kardashian. Go.
Kardashian. Kim Kardashian.
There's
Khloe
one.
Kardashian.
There's 2.
Kim, Khloe,
There's 4.
Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, Khloe, Kim. I want to say Christy, but that's not one of them.
No.
I'm thinking about dance moms. Kim.
Time's up.
Guys.
Kim,
Kim,
Chloe,
Khloe.
Courtney,
Courtney.
and Rob.
Rob Kardashian.
Rob's dad.
And then you got Kris Jenner, Caitlyn
Huh?
Jenner.
Rob was dad, right?
No, Rob's a
Robert
brother.
Kardashian? Okay, so Robert was also the dad. He was one of the dream team in the O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah. So
Robert Kardashian.
Kris Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner, and then Kylie Jenner.
So I guess you did it. I guess you did what we asked you to do.
And then okay, so this
But that
one,
wasn't important. The important thing was that you had talked to
The
somebody
Hamilton
from a
one.
Hamilton cast member. That sounds so.
So-
give
So
me
who?
that
Tell me who.
So
I just
when-
want to know who.
Hold on, I don't remember his name.
You don't know if he played.
Who did he
Hamilton or
play?
not?
Who did he
He
play?
played Aaron Burr.
You're a traitor.
It's not the original cast.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. Talk
okay.
to a traitor. You're a
That
traitor.
sucks. Oh, Burr? Oh, so it was not Leslie Odom Jr. then?
No.
Oh, well, that sucks. I don't care anymore then. I thought you meant. See, that's trash because you should have said that and then I would have gotten it. You say cast member. In,
Marcus John. His name is Marcus John.
In
he
anybody
played-
with the right mind would have
Okay,
gone
so
immediately.
can you shut up? God.
Man, men in
His
the
name is
workplace.
Marcus John, and he played Aaron Burr in, I think it was the Philip tour, but I went to go see it with my mom, and then I followed him on Instagram. And one time he posted on his story, and he said like something about like 5 pounds to whoever can name what I'm doing and what song this is, right? And he took a picture of like a part of the song So I responded and I said, "You're doing your hair and right hand man." And he responded, he was like, you're the only one who's gotten that right, who wasn't a part of it. And I was like,
That's
there
really
you
fun.
go. That's a
It's not a
yeah.
conversation.
Okay, well, it is a conversation because I talked to him, he talked back, and then I talked to him
Yeah,
again.
that's a conversation.
Did
we
he
go
respond
with
a
that
second
that's
time?
the oXidiZe. That's the oXidiZe famous person.
He actually
conversation.
I said, "You're doing hair and I want to say right hand man." And he said, "Wow, friend, you're the only person not currently in Hamilton who got it right. Everyone kept guessing the wrong song."
Bingo. She nailed it. She got
So
it.
we've all talked to somebody famous before.
Oh, I've talked to a lot of famous people, but
Dude,
yeah.
Can we talk about this? Guys, Dad is friends with Psychowitz from Victorious.
This is true.
That's my
Eric
favorite
Lang.
thing to brag about. That.
This is
I
true.
brag
This is
about
true.
that to
My-
everyone.
This is true.
Right.
Eric Lang, right?
Yeah, it is Eric Lang.
Because you were
Like-
roommates in college?
No, we went to high school together.
Do you still talk to him?
I don't. So we used to keep connections on Facebook, and we would talk that way, and we did a bunch of things. And I had a niece that loved Eric Lang, and he did a video, and she wanted to become an actress. So he did a video on how to become an actor, and sent it
Wanted
to me.
to. She is still becoming one.
Yeah, I know, right? Which is awesome, and I think that may have helped what he did. But anyway, he sent us a video, and we played it in front of her, and it was outstanding. She loved it. She cried. It was great. But no, Eric Lang is an amazing dude. He was a great friend to have. But it's just like those things. Like you get older, and he goes to LA, and he's on he's on Victorious, and I'm
Lost.
I'm not.
Dude, that's still crazy though. Like that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
No, great dude. Good dude. Is so happy for him and his path. But yeah, if you do an IMDb on Eric Lang, you will run and run and run through all the things he's done for all these years. Lange. And if you look at it, you're probably like, my God, I saw that. He was at, there was an Escape from Dannemora. I think that's what it was called, Escape from Dannemora. But it was a true life situation that happened, and he played the husband in this deal, and it was outstanding. But just a great actor. So I'm glad that you think that's cool, Atlas. That's kind of neat.
Oh yeah,
That
that's my
actually is
favorite thing
really
to tell
dope.
people.
Yeah, it was cool. It was very cool. I do have to say that I want to kind of get into what you had talked about a little bit with Aaron Burr. Did you know that after that whole thing happened, Hamilton died, Burr was indicted, but never got arrested.
Right.
And a few years later, he was accused of treason, but it was something completely not related.
Mhm.
And then he was a lawyer in New York for the rest of his life.
This is
So,
accurate.
pretty interesting story
Gosh.
for a dude that was in the most famous duel. I mean, there's not a more famous duel. Like that may be the only famous duel, right? Duel. I think that was it.
I mean,
Yes.
Burr versus Hamilton. That was, and if you've not seen the play, you have to see it. The way they do that whole scene.
I need to talk about the ending real quick
so good.
of the musical, right?
Go ahead.
So, Adam, you haven't seen it.
I've seen the musical, and I've listened to the entire thing
So-
several times.
The last song of, as you know, is "Who
I've
Lives, Who
just not
Dies, Who
seen
Tells
it.
Your Story."
Right.
Well, no, it's not that. It's "The World Was Wide Enough." I think
The world was wide enough.
is the last song, and it's the whole play. Their musical. They're talking about who lives, who dies, who tells your story, whatever. And then at the end of the musical, like the very end, they have Alexander, the guy who plays Hamilton, come out in regular clothes and like tap Eliza, the girl who plays Eliza, on the shoulder and show her the audience, right? And she gasps and she's like, and I don't know, dude, that's just such a cool, oh my God. It like always brings me to tears because he's like telling their story, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of that, is that it's them like, especially in the movie, like it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, like showing Eliza that he told her story, and it's just so cool, and it's such a nice ending, and it made me bawl like a baby last time I watched Hamilton.
BT dubs. The The last song is "Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story."
So I actually am amazing, and I'm literally so cool.
Hamilton died in "The World Was Wide Enough."
The world was wide enough.
So
for
the
both
thing is, like, I had
Hamilton
no
and
interest in singing
me.
Yeah.
when we saw it. And it was at the height. Like, we were very lucky to have gotten tickets when we did. This was
Yeah.
pre-COVID. Hamilton had not been out for that long, but Atlas was way in love with it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it came out like, I don't know, 13 months before it was even here that they were coming. So we got tickets right away, and we're like, this will be great. You know, Atlas loves this, and it'll be a wonderful Christmas gift. So that's what we decided to do. So we got them. Well, we went, and the seats were just, they were silly
So
good.
good.
They were silly good. We're in like row 5. Like, we typically don't really do things half-assed around here. So we were like row 5, and Atlas, it was so good.
Oh my god, it was so good. We need to talk about you giving me the gift. We need to talk about that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, so right? So he goes, I need you to open this. Like before like anyone else opens anything else. And I'm like, okay. And I was actually so nervous. I had no idea. When I tell you I had no idea. Like, I didn't expect this at all. And it's a big box. And I pick it up and I look and it says like, we get to go to the Cheesecake Factory. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I'm like, what? Like a big box for that? And then I look at the bottom and it says that we get to go. I'm not even kidding. I cried. Like, that's the first time I cried over a gift. But that was like, I don't know. Like, it was great.
The Cheesecake Factory was great, though.
Oh, I love
Honestly.
Cheesecake Factory.
And from then on, the night went downhill. Like, the rest of it wasn't great. But the Cheesecake
Yeah.
Factory was phenomenal.
You know what the problem about Hamilton was?
What problem?
It just didn't have enough cheesecake.
You're so dumb. You know what my favorite cheesecake is at the Cheesecake Factory while we're on it?
What?
What?
Adam's Peanut Butter Surprise.
It's
Never
the
had
best.
it. I need to go back to Cheesecake Factory.
It's the only reason I get it. My
The
son's
brown-
name's Adam.
Dude, the
That's it.
brown bread. Mm.
Oh, that brown
rye
bread
bread?
is outstanding, actually. Yeah. It's pretty good.
So good.
Gotta be honest.
I didn't know Aaron Burr was a vice president.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we're not going to talk.
He was the third vice president.
Yeah, we know that. Everyone listening knows that. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Glad
so
you just-
everyone actually
glad
already
you
knew that.
just
So you're the
learned.
only one who's behind.
yeah. So, have you ever heard of 1776 by chance?
The year or the musical?
The year.
Oh.
Adam, 1776. Any idea what happened?
1776. New York City.
Pardon me.
Are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends. Who's asking? Oh, well, sure. Sir.
I'm Alexander Hamilton.
We've just gone into the Hamilton soundtrack. How about July 4th, 1776?
It's
Any
the
idea?
day the Declaration of
Technically-
Independence was signed.
Thank you.
Well,
they didn't
technically
really
it was sooner,
Sign it
but-
on the July 4th. They signed it on July 6th.
Thank you. At least we got close.
This is true.
Close.
I have another. I was totally good. Oh yeah.
Pardon me.
So right. So I think, when did we go on our out west trip?
Hold on, real quick. When he does the
2018.
Aaron Burr, sir,
Sir,
it is so good.
punch the
The
Burr,
way he
sir.
does all of the Lin-Manuel, the way he does all of the conversation back and forth keeps you entertained.
Agreed.
The way he does Aaron Burr, sir. Like, it's just these little.
Oh, sure, sir.
Sir, handles the financials. You punch
You punch the
bursar.
Burr, sir.
Yes, I want to do what you did. Graduate in 2 and
All right, copyright.
Not if I sing it myself. Okay, right. When did we go on our out west trip?
That was 2018, right after Adam graduated high school. We did our
Shout out, you graduated.
shout out.
Barely.
So
Did he graduate or did he get kicked out? And they're like, hey, dude, just take this. Just don't ever come back.
Take
So
this on your
until-
way out. Never come back.
okay, so until the out west trip, I had only listened to, I want to say up until, not even Yorktown. I want to say I listened to, the album up until, what was before? I think Wait For It. Was, yeah. And then on the out west trip was when I finally went into the next part of act 2 of the musical, and then I immediately fell in love with my favorite song, which is What Did I Miss? Shout out to Thomas Jefferson. Love you, my homie. Did you guys know Thomas Jefferson had an affair with his slave?
Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
Yeah, no.
There's a part in the song.
We
When
should
he-
go to Monticello. We went to Monticello, which is
Yeah.
like his house.
Doing whatever the hell did you do in Monticello?
Cello.
Did we assume the debts the
That
union gets? The new line of credit, a financial diuretic. How do you not get it?
Anyway,
The
if
union
you
gets
go
a
to
boost. You'd rather
Monticello,
give it a
they have
sedative.
an entire display that has to deal with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had kids
So-
together, and she was
yeah.
on the farm, and then all of a sudden he just left.
So
And he's like, here you go.
there's a
He went back to
part
Virginia.
there's a part when
Yeah.
what did I miss?
That's where we were.
When she gets mentioned, he says, haven't even put my bag down yet. Sally, be a lamb, darling, would you open it? And Sally was actually the name of the slave. So cute little thing.
That was a cute little thing when he said the name of the
I'm-
slaves. How was that a cute little thing?
I'm shaking my legs. Shake,
Dope.
shake, 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 shake.
Yeah, great conversation. Here's what I'll tell you. When Natalie and I were there, and we were in Monticello last year.
Adam, is that you laughing?
What?
Am I going crazy? I think I'm schizo.
Yeah, I think it's
I-
Garrett at the top of Studio X making some noise. That's what I think it is. But anyway, we went to Monticello last year. I was on a sabbatical. We go to the sabbatical and we toured all the Northeast. We did the whole Montreal. We did Quebec. We did Burlington. It was phenomenal. Maine, everything. We came down. We ended up going to a place that was like 10, 15 minutes from Monticello, and it was outstanding, and we loved it. Monticello was great. The thing was, we both came away with this feeling that, it's season 2, so we can say this. Thomas Jefferson was a dick.
He was a
He was
asshole.
just a
He was an
dick. Like, he
asshole.
was
Yeah, he
a
sucked.
mean
to
human
his-
being.
He was mean to his girlfriend. He used her. He used everybody that he came in contact with. And, today we hear a lot of this talk about like white privilege. The white privilege was pronounced in those days.
Oh my god, 100. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I don't even think you need to say that because like
No, I
everyone
mean,
had
it's
slaves.
it's
Like,
important to say
everyone had
that
slaves.
because the thing is, like, then, like, white privilege actually meant something. Now, white privilege is like, oh, you're white, well, you're unemployed like the rest of us because this freaking economy is so suck ass. Okay,
suck ass.
yeah, that's the problem. It has no determination based off of race or Republican or Democrat or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, the economy is just trash. So if that's the problem, and people can't find a way to purchase homes, or people can't find a way to pay for rent, or people are struggling to pay for groceries, how good are we doing? Right? We're not. So my whole point on that little tirade was, when you hear all this stuff about white privilege, is like, yeah, that was a thing. There is no doubt that was a thing. But today, we're Americans, and Americans are struggling. And it doesn't matter who you are, what color, where you're from, your race, who you vote for, Republican or Democrat, whatever. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Whatever's happening sucks.
I think
We
there's
gotta get it
still
fixed.
people though. There's still like things where that's not true.
Well, no, I think
I
there's
think in any
places
society,
where people
in
are
any
stupid.
society, there's gonna be privilege. People are gonna be privileged. I think that's just how humans work. How they constantly feel the need to put themselves above other people, so they're gonna, yeah.
Yeah,
Forgot
I
what I
get
was
it.
gonna say.
Like Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, people that have billions of dollars.
I was gonna say something. Oh my gosh, we need to talk about Les Mis again. I love Les Mis. I love it.
Oh, let's talk about Les Mis real quick. It sucks. All right, we can move on.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, it's the most boring thing I've ever
What's
seen.
wrong with? How is it boring?
There was one good scene. And this is not a great scene to even talk about in September. We went through my whole suicide stuff,
Javert's
and now here we
suicide?
are. But the
Javert's
thing is,
suicide?
when Javert is like trying to jump off this bridge, or he does, the way that they do the screens and they make it look like he's actually falling, that's all great. But that was it. That was the greatest part of the entire show.
Wait, are you talking
It
about
took
the
until
movie?
somebody killed
Are you
themselves
talking
and
about the
jumped off.
movie or the
No,
show?
the actual play itself, the musical itself.
That part. Have you seen the
The-
movie?
No,
You need to see the movie.
no. Why would I see the movie? The
you need to see
musical.
movie. The musical, I
was
wasn't engaged.
dreadful.
The music. What's wrong with it?
Dreadful.
How is it boring? I think it's
Sucked.
so good.
Have you seen Phantom?
Yeah.
No,
From a musical
I need to
perspective,
see Phantom.
you need to see Phantom of the Opera. The problem is, I don't even know how you see it anymore. Like, I think it's definitely off of Broadway. You're going to end up seeing some, second or third class iteration of it. So I don't know how you see it, but Phantom was just outstanding. And in my opinion, Les Mis is garbage. But you wanted to
Les
talk
Mis
about
is
Les Mis.
so-
Tell me why you liked it. What did you want to talk about Les Mis?
I just wanted to, I just, it's so freaking powerful. I don't remember. I was listening to another musical recently because that's what I do because I'm a loser. And there's this one part where everyone kind of like sings their part together, you know? So in Les Mis, there's the song One Day More, which is so, oh my God, probably the best song in the history of Broadway. I'm not even lying. 100% the best song in the history of Broadway. Like, not a joke over here. Because they combine like all of the like tunes from Act 1, because it's the end of Act 1. Like, it's the last song of Act 1. So they have the tune from Master of the House. They have the tune from, they have Javert singing. They have the tune from, I think, A Heart Full of Love. They have the tune from On My Own. They have Jean Valjean singing. They have Enjolras singing. They have, it's just so, oh my God. I can't even, oh my gosh. It just makes me want to
Adam, we can't let
stage
this
a coup.
continue.
It just
Have
makes
you
me want to
seen it?
stage a coup.
The movie or the
Yeah.
musical?
Either.
I've seen the movie.
And what
I've
was
seen
your
both
take? Like, give me a
movies.
scale of 1 to 10.
Or actually,
on
I've
the
seen
Les
2
Mis
of the
movie.
3 movies.
Okay, and what's your take on it? Give me a
the-
scale of 1 to 10.
the
Give me your Rotten
2012
Tomatoes, 1 to 100.
The 2012, like the musical version of the movie, it's probably like a 74.
Okay.
The 1990, I think, with Liam Neeson in it. There's no music in it, so it's just like a movie about the story.
Boring.
It's like a 46, maybe. It was fine. It wasn't great. Weird seeing Liam Neeson in the role of Jean Valjean.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no.
just. I don't know. I don't know where all the hype came from that one ever. Never got Les Mis.
I'm sad that
the
there
picture,
hasn't
the
been.
little girl in the t-shirt was cool, but the rest of it,
I'm
Ooh,
sad.
garbage.
I'm sad that there hasn't been a an actual a proper Heather's movie.
Can we talk
I'm gonna
about
be
Heather's
so
for a minute?
honest right now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
let's do
so
that.
freaking honest.
Let's go.
Right? I do not like the Heather's musical. I don't like it.
You're
I really
wrong.
don't like it.
You're
because
wrong.
you cannot.
It should be a music.
I hate.
Should
I'm
be a
gonna
musical.
be so honest.
It's great.
No.
I don't like.
No.
I don't like when people turn movies into musicals. I just don't like it. Legally
Especially-
Blonde has one good song. Like, that's it. Right? I think they only did it well with Mean Girls the musical because I love Mean Girls the musical. It is so good. Like, it's good. Heather's has some good songs, but I just think it changes the story too much. And the thing is, it makes it almost too mainstream because when Heather's came out, it was totally a cult classic because it's such a wild movie. Like, it's crazy. And I hadn't heard about it until Ren, like, showed it to us, right? I think the musical just ruins it. It's just not, it's not good. I think
Agree.
Heather's works amazing
Disagree.
as a standalone movie. It
Adam,
works
here's the
Disagree.
thing.
amazing
There are
as a
some
standalone.
things.
Meant
that
to
do
be
not need
yours
bastardized.
is one of Meant to be yours is one of the best songs, like the best, just like the best male vocal songs in music, in like musical and theater, in my opinion.
But that could stand separate from the film. The
Yeah.
film, Heather's,
That's the thing.
from
yeah.
beginning to end with Christian Leitner, not Christian
Slater?
Leitner, Christian Slater.
Slater.
Christian Leitner was
Winona
a
Ryder.
basketball player for Duke when I was a kid. Christian Slater was so good.
Christian Slater was good. Winona
Dude, the
Ryder was
end
good.
of that movie.
You're
You know what I
so
loved about that film?
Yeah.
It was the first movie I remember seeing at that age that did not have a happy ending.
Yeah.
And it made me so excited. And I wish somebody could see what Adam is doing on the screen right now. He's screaming, Atlas, it's worth coming over. And Atlas is now beside me. So Adam, you need to redo what you were just doing with the whole. What was that?
That was the meant to be yours.
All right, well, just show us real quick.
I was like doing the thing.
It was better than that, though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we saw, and that's why we're going to record this somehow. and get this on
Veronica,
YouTube.
open the door, please. Veronica, open the door. Veronica, can we not fight anymore, please? Can we not fight anymore? Veronica, sure, you're scared. I've been there. I can set you free. Veronica, don't make me come in. I'm gonna count to 3.
17 is
One,
probably one of the best duets.
2.
That's the musical of Heathers.
17 is one of the
Yeah, that's meant to be
17
yours.
The music,
Okay.
the music is good. I just don't like it because I think it changes the story too much. If you're gonna make a musical based off of a movie, it's got to be pretty close, and that's what they do with Mean Girls the musical, and that's why I love Mean Girls the musical. So
What about Beetlejuice?
I've
The
never seen it.
musical?
Yeah,
What about Beetlejuice? Has anybody seen
I've
that?
not
No.
seen Beetlejuice, but Beetlejuice
Yeah.
the musical is so good. It's amazing.
Wow.
It adds so much more to the character of Beetlejuice because, fun fact, Michael Keaton was in Beetlejuice for 12 minutes. In about 54
in the original
minutes.
movie?
In the original movie, he was only in
No
it for 12 minutes.
shiz. What about this? Speaking of musicals,
Yeah.
I've had a dilemma, and I told Natalie. I said, "Hey, look, here's the deal. I'm doing it now for reasons that
I'm doing it. Are you?
I
I'm just
sort of
kidding.
get."
Oh
She doesn't wanna do
my
it on
God,
opening
Atlas.
day. She doesn't
Atlas.
wanna do it on opening day. Because
That's
on
a-
opening day, she's worried about shit that happened in Colorado and people come in and shoot people in a freaking
Who?
theater.
What are we talking about?
Joker 2
No,
next Friday.
I won't be
Mm.
seeing it. No, I'll
We're
probably
going.
go.
We're going to go see it.
Oh, is that why you asked me
I've
to
talked
come?
her into it. We're going to see it. It's just I can't do it on the 4th because she's afraid some whack job's going to come in with a gun and shoot us up. And I said, I'll take my gun. She said, well, no, that's you can't take your gun into the theater. And I said, well, therein lies the freaking problem. Why do people come in and shoot people in a theater? Because you're not allowed to have a gun.
Well, hold on. Let
Drives
me
me
ask. Is that why you asked me to come over? Oh no, you asked me to what I was doing this weekend for a different reason that we've not gotten into yet, and there's
Why haven't I
Less-
been told about this? What the
less
heck?
Here
than
it-
10 minutes.
Here we
in
go.
the show.
As I look at things right now, it's 57:45, right?
What
So
does
we've
your
got-
timer say?
8 minutes
Well,
left.
she didn't hit the timer till we were halfway through the show. But let's just go with the 8 minutes. Let's act like we're at 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's get back to what's going on. Next week, there's Joker 2.
Yeah.
That's on October 4th. Clearly, I've been disallowed from going to see it on October 4th because there's whack jobs with guns. So on October 5th, 6th, something, I'm going to see the film. This is going to happen. However, in October 5th, it's no longer IndyCar season, folks. IndyCar is over. Alex Palou was the champion. We said we're not going to talk about IndyCar, and we're not. At least until May. Probably February. Anyway, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, however, has another race. And their last race of the season, well, actually, there's one this weekend, which is on the dirt track in turn 3. But
Rossi
next
was
weekend,
recently golfing at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
we'll get there.
Thought I should tell you that.
Stand by. So next weekend is the GT International Continental Challenge. And what that means is it's an 8-hour race. Goes from 12:15 to 8:15. They race at night at the Speedway with their headlights on the road course. Beautiful. Now, it's not Indy cars, right? So it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to have Porsches and Ferraris and McLarens and Lamborghinis and all these sorts of things. So it's not going to be just the straight up Indy car. But Alex Palou will be there, as will Connor Daly. And I had a client send me a text message and say, hey, I'm going to go to the 8-hour race. And I think you should come with me because we're both big race fans. So I said, done. I'm in. So now this is Adam and Atlas's point of the conversation that we had earlier. Do you guys want to go?
I work.
Maybe.
You guys, that weekend you need to visit me. You need to come to my job.
When is it? Next
It
weekend?
is the 5th. It is the 5th. So Saturday, October 5th. Do you work?
Yes.
All right. That's okay. No
I
big
work
deal.
9 to 5.
No big deal.
What a way to make
Yeah,
a living.
no big deal. You're not going to make it.
And I have D&D on Saturdays.
Yeah, no, you're good. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. But
Wait, the same friend that went to the Milwaukee race with you?
no, different. Not Tomas. This is Aaron.
Got it.
Aaron, I have been to a few races with. We golf with. I golfed with him at the Speedway. We've been to a couple of races, and he loves the race. He loves the Speedway just like I do. So he sent me a text. We're gonna go, and it'll be fun. But I just want to see if you guys would want to go. But you're both busy, and that's cool. So, but it will be for the first time in my entire life of 51 years that I've seen race cars on the track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at dark, because they have these kind of cars have headlights. So it's going to be super cool. I think it's going to be fun. But so sorry you guys won't be there. But there you go. Atlas, let's get back to your gig for a second, because you had opening scare week. Right?
Opening night
So
on Saturday.
I have seen, and did you you need to post that TikTok on
will.
our page somehow,
Post it.
because it is the scariest, absolute scariest thing I've ever seen.
They posted it. No, they recorded it after opening night. So
Oh, so you didn't even record that?
no, it was this. So there's this guy that works with us named Toby, who is in charge of the whole social media thing. And he came in with a phone, and Ben, the owner, was like, "Hey, once you finish with this, you're done. You're good to go." I was like, "Okay, cool." So he was like, "Just walk to the camera," and I was like, "Okay." So I just kind of put my face down. I walked scarily towards the camera, but yeah, we had opening night. It was fun. It hurt my throat, but I love it. Honestly, it's so fun.
Will you put that on our Instagram?
I will.
Folks, you have to check out the Instagram. She showed it to me. Adam, have you seen it?
No.
No.
She showed it to me. It is literally one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen, and I was just so proud that it's her, because it is it is so good. But that's exciting. So this week, now, do you guys open Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Or are you still just Saturday, Sunday?
This week we are Friday, Saturday.
Friday,
next
Saturday,
week
okay.
we are Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All right. So then as you get into October, it's go time.
It's go time.
And you are 13thhour.net. Is that right?
13thhourindy.com.
13thhourindy.com. All right. There you go. So it is pretty outstanding. Adam, check your phone right now as we are here recording, and look at the oXidiZe cast chat. Do it right now. Stop swirling your beard and pick up your phone. My God, look at him fondling his beard. It's so weird.
That's really cool.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that's dope.
That's outstanding. That is dope. When does the Wilmington fiery breathing dragon trucks open up? When does that happen?
Brimstone, it's already open.
The Firestone with the big, the Wilmington one with the big trucks?
Yeah.
Oh. Have you gone?
No.
I think we're gonna go.
No? Are you gonna go to my place, bro?
No, we're gonna go to Wilmington instead.
That's funny.
Yeah, come
No,
on.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're coming to your place.
Come to Wilmington. See the house.
We're gonna come to your place. We're gonna go to Wilmington. When is the Sauerkraut Festival? Let's talk a little bit about festivals, bro. This is festival
Sauerkraut
season.
Festival. I want to go back. It changed my life.
If you're a sauerkraut fan,
I'm not even a sauerkraut fan,
let me
and I
just put
still
it this
liked
way:
it.
if you're not a sauerkraut fan, stop listening. Just hang up. See ya.
Oh, bye guys.
Done.
Heading out.
But
October
if you
12th
like
through the
sauerkraut-
13th, 2024. Just about 2 weeks away.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to make that happen, because that's the one thing that I have to go to. Atlas, you're in.
No, I work.
What do you mean you work?
You wouldn't even come just to see your brother.
No, I work.
You
You wouldn't come next week just to see your sister?
Brutal.
I have to work. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor baby. Yeah, no,
One week is better than 2 weeks, bro.
What?
What are you talking about? 1 week's better than
What
2
does that
weeks?
even mean?
I don't even know
Are
what he
you
said.
speaking English?
1 week notice where my schedule is already made compared to
Oh.
2 weeks.
So my schedule is actually made at the beginning of the season.
Oh,
So I
interesting.
actually click what days I'm able to come in.
Yeah.
So maybe you just unclick The 12th
So I
through the
can't actually
13th.
do that. So when I apply, I press little boxes that are like, when do you even work? And I'm already missing one day, and I feel bad about it. I'm missing
Well,
one
that
of the most busy
sucks.
days.
Yeah, she can't do that.
So you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Just to add insult to injury, I'm gonna get a shout out. Right? No, this is not a shout out. This is a call out. Leah, we're gonna go to Sauerkraut Fest, and there's gonna be an oxidized meetup.
Wait, I'm going too.
Yeah, no, that's why there's an oxidized meetup.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Alright.
point. That's the concept, bro.
All right. Well, yeah, I've never met Leah in person. I've only talked to her on the show.
This
So
is true.
That should happen. I like it. I got to be honest. I like being back at the control helm. I think
Yeah.
I've unretired.
No,
It just feels like the show is better.
no,
I think everyone's going to be like,
no,
man, this show was so much better.
no,
It felt like we had a direction, we had a purpose, we knew where we were going. And you know what? Sometimes you bring in a franchise quarterback, they suck, they get benched, and the team moves on. I think the team's moved on.
You're a Deshaun Watson.
I think we're good.
You're a Deshaun Watson.
Okay,
Moving
that's
on.
I'm
that's
a Baker
an
Mayfield.
insult.
I'm a Baker Mayfield. I'm a
Yeah,
Baker
well,
Mayfield.
Well, then there is a podcast
I'm
for
over
you
here in the
in
Bucks.
Tampa Bay
Yeah, I'm over here.
that
in
you
the
can
Bucks
go
now.
down and have a great time.
Shout
so
out
we
to
will.
Baker Mayfield.
We're
I
going to
love
arm
you.
wrestle. We will arm wrestle to see who's going to run the helm of this bad boy next week because we do have a couple of weeks here until the end of October when it's cocktails and conversations with Eric and Natalie. But we got a few more episodes of oXidiZe in us before we get
I'm
there.
so
So,
This is
excited
true.
for my birthday.
and we're getting ready to wrap this bad boy up here as we get there
Guys.
with the next few.
Guys,
Are you literally talking about your birthday
I'm
3
so
months in
excited
advance?
About my birthday. I'm
Why?
so excited to get my tattoo. I'm so
Oh
excited.
my god!
I'm so
I want my tattoo.
because I'm not allowed to get a tattoo because Ren was complaining. Like,
Because you're not old enough.
I'm literally old enough. I
No,
could
you're
have gotten
not.
a tattoo on my 16th birthday if I wanted to, but
We
Ren
said
was
you
complaining
weren't.
because she was like, "Well, I didn't get my first tattoo until 18."
Well, then you gotta
So
follow
now
the
I have
rules.
to wait, and I have to wait till December 21st.
And you got the countdown on. Do you know what your tattoo is gonna be?
Yeah.
Then you need to post
Have
that
you
on
seen it?
Insta
Have you
tonight.
not seen it? I need to show you it.
I've seen it. I'm just
My phone
saying.
died.
Post it on Insta. My phone died. You're the best. And it's just like this podcast, which has also died because the flashing zeros are high above us. And I felt like this was a good show, guys.
Yeah.
Wait.
Feel like we're back. We're back.
Follow the Instagram at oXidiZePod on Instagram,
Pimp
oXidiZePod
Social.
on X, formerly known as Twitter. https://youtube.com/oxidize at oXidiZePod.
It's good.
And then I think that's like look at oXidiZePod, I think at gmail.com. And then look at our YouTube, but it'll be empty soon. And then Adam needs to fix that stupid XY logo because that's really embarrassing.
It is embarrassing because we're XZ. But also, next week, guys, we made this promise a long time ago. Next week, we can talk spooky season.
We're talking spooky
'Cause it's gonna
season.
be
We're
October.
talking true crime.
Quotes.
Quote. We need
What
a
is
quote.
the quote of the
Oh,
day to end us
God.
out?
Okay, I have to remember one of these because my phone just died.
You got to do gems. Do
we got-
gems from the past week. It was
I don't
outstanding.
remember what it was. It was something about like
It was everybody's happy in heaven because
no. It was like I can't wait till we all die because the Browns win every year in heaven.
yeah, that's our that was our gem.
Oh, there's also another one that's like I couldn't pull that off because I'm black, but it was from my good old friend Brandon.
Yeah, well, you couldn't because you're not. But what we can pull off, white or black, is that this is the end of this week's show. We will
That
see
was a
you
really bad
next
transition.
week.
Dude,
the
that
Cleveland
transition.
Browns are 1-2. We're heading into Las Vegas for the Raiders-Browns game Sunday. And Adam will have this episode out before then, so you'll be able to
I will.
make sure you tune in. Browns Raiders Sunday, I think it's 4:15, 4:25. You'll get to see us drop to 1-3. So it'll be
Yeah.
a pretty outstanding day. But other than that, guys, it's been good to be back. Love you all. Hey, it is September. It is suicide awareness. And like we talked all month long, if you run into issues, there are people that can help. And the number 988, text, call, English, Spanish, don't matter. Reach out. There is somebody that's there to help you.
24/7.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Also, oh my gosh. Also,
Okay,
the
cool.
good thing about us having 1 and 3 is that we aren't gonna
Well, we don't have to worry
win.
about the whole.
We're not 0 and 16.